Big Ten team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Baylor Bears. Taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Baylor Bears offense takes the field. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Snagged in the middle, H. Brown. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to pass, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Now adjusting. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Fires left. He's got it. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Bears have this offense rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Working that left side now. Bust through behind his pad. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Malone.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Bears the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Crosses the 30. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's
got it in stride inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 14 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch, it's Townsend. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Smashes ahead. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, it's a fumble. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Rushes on him. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Extending the play. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous. Oh, there's the ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Cyclones are flying down the field. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Shoots it to the left. Got his man all by himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Okay. And the Bears have pushed it inside the 20. Here we go. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Cyclones come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Townsend. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
What up, Grayson? What's up, dude?
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives.
Thanks. I'm stuck on 300 for a couple of days now.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. There he goes. He's at touchdown Bears! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is
Maybe if
won,
10%
but so
of those
is
300
this
were
battle right now
subs.
inside the Big Ten. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 11 over Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes
You
final.
watching the downs?
From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to the well.
I don't think they're trash. I
Nice
don't think they
job by
can
the
finish.
defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there
We'll see
and gave
them,
them a
you know, we'll see
touchdown
if they can
and
finish
let them
this.
build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the returner will be knocked down.
Touche.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going
They
to
got a big win today, huh? They beat the Chargers.
Open spaces. What a play to get it inside the
Lost
red zone,
neighbors,
and they are
though,
set up
possibly.
at the 17.
Sucks.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good
Can't have
decision
anything
making,
nice.
very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so
man,
no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Here we go. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown.
Still
They
on
have
the
to go
feeder,
far
right?
for this
They beat all
drive,
of them.
but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Can't believe they beat Notre Dame. That's on that.
And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25.
That seems like a month ago, too, now.
Iowa State sending
What
the
was that,
offense
2 weeks
back
ago?
out.
3 weeks ago?
That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just
man.
takes
I guess
one
they
play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
You stay healthy. You got a quarterback.
Wide
Mobile
receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh
I mean, I
set of
follow it.
downs.
Can't believe it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running
I
back.
can't believe
Creating
the
some
Mets
space, getting
collapsed.
just enough
Can't
good
believe
blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection.
We
The
got
pressure there.
the
Calls the
Yankees Red Sox
mistiming.
right now.
And as an offense, man, the
In a
last
series.
place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great
I
feeling.
was
A
an
fairly
Astros
short distance here
fan
toward the sidelines, not his best work.
when they were awful.
They'll put it
God,
in play from the
right.
36 for the first play of the
Then they
drive.
drafted. They started drafting well. Then they started doing well.
Looking
they got put on
downfield,
that
it's
run.
Weckman. He finds a soft spot in the
Followed
middle.
them heavily.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone
And then-
coverage because you leave a lot of windows and pockets
Kind
out
of-
on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they
I
can
don't really
hurt you.
follow
You
anybody
saw it
right
there
now.
on the crossing.
And he
For a
doesn't
fan,
find
I
much
think.
running room, a short gain on the play.
Trying to
It's
get back
really
on the
hard to
Reds.
control the
Game
running
right
game if
now.
you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
What a touchdown pass.
Wants to throw on third. Pulls it in. It's Robinson.
Yeah, it was.
They stripped it out. Defense
Yeah, it was that
Gonna
time.
be a turnover.
Great job by the defense.
Against Relish.
Forcing the fumble on the wide receiver.
Yeah, the first pick
Understand
a
the ball
couple
came out quick.
years
I gotta
ago,
break, get
maybe
hats to the
top
football,
5 pick.
secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a
But
fresh
yeah,
set of
this
downs.
was there in those years.
To the ground.
Because
He's
nobody
got it
wanted
again.
them. I think
There he goes.
nobody wanted them on the show.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him
And I
down
just
at the
took them all
15-yard
the
line,
time.
and this offense is doing work. The Cyclones just got
When the
that
show
huge
had
run. They
leads.
love another explosive play.
Actual leads.
From the gun to
Played with
give,
him.
looking for room. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, he makes the catch. Headed to the end zone. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
I was a fan of the
I guess
Nationals
if you're an
for
optimist, the
a little
stage is
bit.
set for a massive 4th quarter comeback.
And they were bad too.
They'll try to open this
Kinda
quarter
like
by
fought
sticking
bad
it in the
teams.
end zone here.
Strasburg. They got Strauss. Then they had
Trying to move
Jason
it away
Worth.
in. And there was
They drafted
nowhere
Bryce
to
Harper.
go. Just stopped in his tracks in the
Kind
backfield.
of stopped following them after Harper
What a great
left.
job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well,
Wow.
QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job.
Is that bad?
Touchdown, Cyclones! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm about 40 seconds
The
behind
result
you.
of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout
They
the course of
reviewing
the
this?
game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing
No,
working
he
on
threw that.
defense. They can't stop him.
They'll give it to Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't
They
turn
gotta
it
score
over.
a touchdown.
And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Bears will punt it away on fourth down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll try the right side. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver.
Jerry Jones
Back
looks
to
like
throw.
he's
It's Young.
not
Makes
doing
the
too
grab.
well.
Plows through the defense. Oh my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to play big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense
like one of my high school
clicking,
players,
or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted
3
at the 32.
timeouts. They need a field goal all the time.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10.
That defensive drive looked like it was all Vegas.
Zings it complete to the right. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Holds it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Nice catch.
Now what's Dallas doing? What the heck is that?
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the Chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 32 to Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything.
Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bears are in the red zone. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Pickens.
The Bears will try to pick it up on fourth down. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs,
Pittsburgh.
the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
How
That will
lucky
put the
was
wrap
that?
on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
How lucky was that block return? Yeah, man. I'm gonna enjoy playoffs. Trying to play for overtime. Ain't no way they block another one, do they? Right down the middle. Your brother. Brother played in the NFL? Your legit brother? Blood? Hilarious. Hilarious. Funny, man. You funny. Peace.